How you can't tell time but you watch face? You're not on real time if your watch fake. What's up, y'all? It's JP, and I know y'all see the new intro. Let me know what y'all think about it, because the replay mode in Pro-Am this year is so fire to me. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about the common mistakes and bad habits that we see every day in the rec. Now this video is going to be a little bit different because it's not going to be about how to score or the best offense to run. Nah, today we're going to be breaking down the little habits and bad movements that we all have when we're playing rec. The main focuses of this video is going to be about spacing and moving with and without the ball. Y'all know I preach about good spacing all the time and how important it is to your offense. So we're going to go over and cover some of the bad habits that I've been seeing so far in the rec. Let's get into it. Now you see we're not in an ideal position offensively. I kick out and try to space the floor by running to the corner, but the ball handler decides to run towards me. This is a very common habit that I see from people. If you run towards your teammate in that corner, you're putting yourself up against two defenders, as well as the baseline out of bounds and the sideline out of bounds. Rather than attack right away, take a second to read the defense and where your teammates are going and then attack towards open spaces. I told y'all this video is going to be a little bit different than the usual. We're just going to be picking out the little movements and habits that we could change in our game that's going to help our team out in the long run. Now in this clip here, you'll see me bring the ball down and then my teammate wraps in front of me and my big man while we have a trailer coming down the same side, and then my other teammate came to set a screen. This is way too much going on at the same time. There's nothing wrong with going to the open corner and then relocating as the play develops. Instead, we end up just crowding the wing right here. When you're off the ball, especially as a guard, you shouldn't be trying to set screens or running in front of the ball handler, because now the defense can easily guard everybody since you're so close together. Like I said, this is just a habit that I've been seeing from a lot of plays in the rec that really slows down the team's offense. Speaking of moving off the ball, you'll see my teammate here wrap from the top of the key all the way to behind me. You guys see the spacing right here. Again, 4 players right next to each other. And also my other guard decides to wrap towards this left side as well. My advice to y'all is, if you do wrap, don't run all the way behind your teammate or towards a crowded space. You want to wrap to create space rather than wrap just to get the ball. This happens way too often in the rec, and all it leads to is a cramped space and wasted time off the shot clock, because no offense can be ran with this type of spacing. I'm telling y'all to pay attention to these little habits because we all do them sometimes. It's not always about what type of shot you're taking. Sometimes it's where you are on the court that leads to bad possessions. Here's another quick clip of wrapping towards the ball that doesn't create anything for our team. I get fouled here, but realistically, what did that wrap create for the offense? I'm just trying to keep it real with y'all. If you run in people's way because you want the ball, you most likely are not going to get the ball because there's going to be more defenders around you. The easiest way to score is when your man helps off and then you get the pass for an open shot. But if you bring your defender towards somebody, you're limiting your options offensively. And I understand that sometimes you're going to have bad ranners or bad guards, but this isn't the answer for that problem. Now this clip here is a very simple concept, but it needs to be said. Shoot the ball when you're open, and always be ready to shoot, especially if you're on a shooting build. I know a lot of times you might not have the best teammates, but if you catch open and don't shoot, you're hurting yourself. You're not going to get better like that, and turning down open threes as a shooter is a negative for your team. So always be ready to shoot, and when you catch open, just spark it. Let's talk about fast breaks quickly too. If you catch the ball like me on the outside, don't be afraid to pass to the inside. Next, if you catch the pass to dunk, don't go up contested. See if you have options to pass back out. If you're any type of shooter in this sequence, get to a spot that you can hit a shot from and be ready to shoot like I said before. For example, this person here could have ran to the corner, which would have gave my teammate 2 different shooters that he could have passed out to. It might seem simple, but I see a lot of people go brain dead and take contested layups or threes just because they're on the fast break. Always be ready to make the extra pass on the fast break. Forget the scoring factor. It keeps people involved in the game and wanting to play both sides. Also, assists is the easiest way to gain your takeover. I swear it's like people don't realize that they're playing with other people and just ice each other out. Why would somebody want to play defense for you if you keep making bad decisions with the ball? But yeah, fast break offense is easy. Just always look for the open teammate and be willing to pass if the option is open. Listen, I know this was a different type of video, but all of these mistakes I mentioned are 100% fixable and yet very common. We can all have different play styles and still get on a team without getting in each other's way. Don't wrap towards the ball or run to the ball when you don't have it. Be willing to pass first on the fast break and be ready to shoot and willing to miss if that means you're going to get better at the game. None of what I mentioned in this video is complicated, and I know everyone can relate to seeing these issues. I just want y'all to be aware when y'all making these same mistakes without knowing it. I'm just trying to help as much people as possible, so if you notice yourself doing some of these things, take a second and just correct some of these bad habits. I understand, again, sometimes your team teammates can sell the game, but control what you can control. Otherwise, you're just adding on to the negatives. A lot of people could benefit from some of these tips that I'm trying to give out in this video, and they're really simple. I have to say that. I know this was a different type of video than you're used to from us, but this is something that I feel like had to be addressed. As usual though, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'ma see y'all in the next one. Peace.